from New York, Mike Lawler, was like, nah. You know what I mean? This cat is a charlatan and a fraud. But I'm like, God damn, he must not be too much of a charlatan because he was leading that charge.
Yeah, I mean, he got 8 motherfuckers to to follow his lead. It wasn't just him. You feel me?
Yeah, but you know what? And what I was reading in the article is they were saying that the shit was personal because they did that probe into him fucking with itty bitty titty.
See, I just me and the old man was just talking about that. Yep, that's
yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. These motherfuckers is nuts, man. These motherfuckers. Right now, and this is just my opinion. Out of all the motherfuckers in the Senate, in the Congress, all that shit, period, the House and the Senate, excuse me, out of all the motherfuckers in Congress, very little of the motherfuckers, very little, this is of the opinion that very little of them are concerned about governing this country in the right direction.
Oh, hell no. I mean, shit, I mean, you saw Dianne Feinstein died in the office, man. I mean, she was so fucking old. She didn't know where she didn't know where she was going.
Did you see the
She didn't know what she was talking about. Like, people were whispering in her ears. Yeah.
Yeah. And
she should have been gone a long time ago.
It's just like Glitch, Glitch the Mitch or Mitch the Glitch.
Glitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, see,
motherfucker freeze frame.
Well, see, the thing is, at least, according to my wife, man, she said, and they got a little bit more reverence here for Dianne Feinstein because they said she was actually doing the work. Yeah. But my thing is, just like Ginsburg, these motherfuckers be trying to hold on to the reins of power. It's a lot of people say that it would have been somebody better on the Supreme Court if Ginsburg had stepped down earlier. You know what I mean? I guess they were saying Obama would have had the pick that he wanted. That's what they're saying. I didn't read into it, but I know there's a lot of people saying it. A lot of people are saying the same thing about Feinstein. But these people want to hold on to the reins of power. There's a picture from the New Yorker. I don't know if you guys seen it. I should have sent it to you all so that he could play it large. But he could put it up on the screen. But it depicts all of these motherfuckers on walkers and shit. I died laughing, man. Here it is.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's a paycheck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look who's in the Oval Office.
Right.
I was listening now.
I was looking at Biden saying some shit, and he just looked like, man, I'm ready to go to fuck to sleep.
Because it's nap time.
J. Cool J, that boy's got bigger biceps than my thighs. Niggas was like, what the fuck did you just say? Oh God.
Yeah, man. Kevin McCarthy. I want to keep calling him McCartney, but McCarthy, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
They got him up out of there, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all ready to get into this shit?
Yeah, man. Just don't no intro, man, because I'm gonna vomit all over this motherfucker, man.
God dang, boy.
Don't worry about it. We ain't got nothing for an intro.
That's all right. That's cool.
It ain't there.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
you did.
What's up?
Hey, we gonna touch on this Keefy D thing.
Yeah,
go for it, man. Go for it.
It was 25 years.
Wait a minute. What
was it? It's been 25 years, right?
Yeah.
No, not what he hasn't been sentenced yet or anything, but yeah, I think he did it to himself, man. Just kept running off at the mouth, making all the rounds with all this new, because back then there was no media. There was just just the normal press. Now you got all these podcasts and everything else. He went out there, made the rounds on Vlad and other platforms and talked about how he was in the car and pretty much everybody else that was in the car is no longer
gone.
Yeah. So he's like, hey man, I could snitch on him, on a dead person. And that's what he's been doing. And I don't think he understood there's no statute of limitation on murder on an open case. And yeah, they circled the wagons and came back and got his ass. I still call bullshit though.
Well, Reggie Wright was. Go ahead.
He had some kind of proffer agreement or something.
Yeah,
because he had some kind of proffer agreement or something where he could.
He got jammed up on dope, And then he was like, well, I guess they were like, give us something on the Tupac case or whatever. And he was like, yeah, my dead nephew.
God damn.
What are you going to do? And he thought he was smooth with it. Like, oh, they got somebody for it. I can go talk about everything that happened, which, nephew got beat up, called him. He was like, okay, we're going to make this happen. Went and got the strap. Everybody piled in the Cadillac. They riding around the MGM. They catch Pac just on some fucking coincidence shit, hanging out the window, yelling at some chicks. Rolled up on the side of them and, made it happen.
It's if I'm correct, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like Reggie Wright Jr. had been trying to shut any conversation of this shit down for the longest. Like, I don't know if you guys caught any of the Gangster Chronicles when it was him and Mob James. And I think it changed up, and the conversation kept coming up in different interviews. When you listen to Reggie Wright Jr., ex-police officer, who was affiliated with Death Row, he like I don't want to say like talking like the man don't know what he talking about, but it ain't a question that they asked that motherfucker he ain't got an answer for.
Mm-hmm.
And when it always come to that, I want to say that this cat is like, man, he always tries to go around it, or he was like, man, I'm tired of talking about that night. And I could have swore he said Keefy D didn't know what he was talking about, and then Keefy D just kept the fuck talking.
He kept it a lot. I mean, he's getting paid for it. He's doing paid interviews. He done wrote a book, so he's eating off this shit. Just like all the other gangsters that's coming out talking about all the bodies they done caught, and the cats that's coming out of jail. They all making the rounds. This is how they're gonna make their living now.
Or in the case of Fleece Johnson, all the booties.
See,
but let me
he
say
cashing in. All these cats are cashing in on that, on that fame.
Let me say this though, man. You right. Just a sidebar. Cuddy hit me up one night, man. I don't know if he hit you up about this shit, but I thought about it, man. What you think, Ed? You think that this cat be lying on his dick, man?
Who? The booty bandit?
The booty bandit, the booty warrior,
Please.
man.
Nah, man. Why would he do that with dudes? Why would he do that, man? We do that with chicks.
Because you know what?
Why would he do that, man? I mean, you got to wear that.
His stories,
one of your statements. Go ahead.
But think about it. This motherfucker been locked up since he was 14, 15, 16. That's all he got to do is tell them stories. And every time you listen to it, it gets more and more fantastical. He went from punking motherfuckers out the butt to just hurling shit at people that pissed him off.
Give me a second, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think he lying on his dick, man, because he's got more and more fantastical stories of just wild shit. Like,
hey,
I can't stop watching them, and that's like I cannot stop watching them. Yeah. They're absolutely disgusting, but good lord, man, they are captivating.
I smell shit listening to him. Like that cat is just. I have never seen somebody that the majority of his conversation they're revolving around ass and shit.
He the booty warrior, man.
And I guess it goes back. Hey, motherfucker was there since he was 14, 15, around that age, man. So I guess I don't know what to expect, but I don't know, man. I just can't listen to that motherfucker, man. I can't listen to that shit. There's nothing entertaining about it. Nah, I'm good. Yeah.
I can't stop watching. I really can't. 'Cause, like, this dude sat there and said that he ain't never lost a fight in jail.
All the bad motherfuckers in prison is kind of like,
yeah.
But you know what though? Let me say this though. It was I was watching one of them lockup shows, and it was this motherfucker in there somehow he had a little ring on his finger and then another ring right here. It was one right here and one right here. And he was like, this one for me, this one for him. And he was sweeping up. He's dainty motherfucker. And then they had his dude was locked up with him. Muscular motherfucker with little braids and shit. He was like, yeah, you know. And the cat was doing the typical, oh man, it's jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I get out, it ain't gonna be like that, motherfucker. You know. And the dude that was sweeping was like, yeah, I'm kind of sad he leaving, but you know, and somehow or another, the cat said, the dainty motherfucker, dainty. He said, yeah, you know, shit, ain't nobody finna jump on me. Shit, tell him out. Dang, can't nobody whoop me. He know. He was talking about his dude. And this dude was on the bed like, yeah, he can go. Swole motherfucker. I'm like, oh, the cat. So, you know, you never know, man. Cat eyebrows fucking done and shit. And the dude was like, they was asking him, like, man, was you like this before you went in? No. I'm like, you lying, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker was huh?
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, and this was a little cat too, man. Was putting the hands of God on this motherfucker and was in the feminine position. He was not the dominant one, but that's what I'm like, bro. You couldn't have been like that. You had to always be like that, man, because you was a little too dainty and you was too happy that he was sweeping up for his dude. He said, this is my stuff. I clean his stuff up and I clean mine. You know, it's something. He's like, no, he ain't nobody finna jump on me. You know, man, shit, he whooped me up. He beat me up before a few times. I was like, God damn. Yeah. So the booty warrior could be telling the truth. He could have been putting hands on people, or he could have had two hands full of shit. And you know, I wanna know how motherfucker ain't never get a cold out, man. I don't know, brother. Yeah.
Like,
you want
this
my bread?
cat talks about how he was running poker games in like prison stores and you know, these prisoners running up debts and they're paying for it in booty.
Nah, man, I don't believe that shit, man. That's fucked up, man. Look, let me say this. I don't know what goes the fuck on in prison, and I'm not trying to find out. So I can't just dismiss this man's this human being story like that, but I just think that's some shit the culture do not need, man. Whatever culture is left.
Hey, man, that is the culture now. Did you see? Yeah, I got this video clip for you coming up about this dude getting people to eat nut on the side of the street. Like, he's just like, hey, man, try this out. You got to see. I mean, it's a prank, but you got to see the people's reaction. You know, it's like if somebody tricked you into eating semen on the side of the road, these people are not upset.
It's a new generation.
Like, oh man, you got me. You know,
where's the prank taking place, Atlanta? You got to think about this shit geographically, man. If it's certain parts of San Francisco or certain parts of Atlanta, even Dallas, motherfuckers ain't gonna be mad. Oh, for real? Who your supplier? You know what I'm saying? Who your connect on the nut? That's I'm saying, man. These cats might not be mad like that though.
You gotta see this clip, man, because the dude is like, he's like, hey, man, it takes you how long to produce that much? You know, dude's like, it took me 5 hours to make this little cup. And dude's like, whatever time frame he said, 5 days, 5 hours, or whatever. And dude was like, wait. That's all you producing? Like, that was his comeback.
That was
you
real
gotta
nut?
see it.
It was real nut?
No. It's, I don't know what he's feeding these people, but it's a prank. And he's just trying to get people's reactions. Like, out of all these people that he got on this prank, there was one dude that tried to reach for him and was gonna try and fuck him up.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even took part in that shit. Like you can't walk up on me and say, "Hey man, you want to try?" No, I don't want to try shit. I don't want to try shit, nigga. Excuse me.
What I walk in on?
Oh man, go ahead and run it down to him, old man.
What's up?
That nut prank. Here I got it for you.
It's God's nectar. Trying to have people try.
Oh, what is it?
It's God's nectar.
Come on,
what you think?
Bro, you sell this stuff in like a book?
Yeah, we do, but it takes a while to make because I only can nut like 3 times a day.
Nut?
That's sweetened nut.
Like semen?
Yeah.
He's funny as You serious right now?
No, I'm being for real. This took me 2 weeks to make.
2 weeks for you to nut?
It took you 2 weeks to get that, man. You weak.
You weak as
You supposed to be busting nuts goddamn it 4 or 5 times a day. What you doing? So let me see you try it.
I always love.
See you sample it right now.
I can't try my own creations. I had nut allergy.
Oh, you do, but you can produce it. But you got
How you
allergy.
know it tastes good though?
Yeah.
If you have
Why
nut
don't you lick
allergy?
that top right now for me?
I gotta lick it.
Lick it. No, lick it right there.
Nah,
Want to try some? We're selling this.
What is it?
This is God's nectar.
God's nectar.
Yeah. Go ahead and try that.
What's it good for?
It's good for the bones. What you think?
So what's up with it?
Pretty sure this is Russian sperm. It's not that bad.
What'd you say?
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, you say it's not. It's Russian what?
Oh, sperm.
Russian sperm.
Yeah. You don't want to try now? It's healthy.
I already tried it now. I already tried it now.
All right, so take it. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about that, cause that. So you telling me the only motherfucker to get mad was the white dude?
The one dude got mad about
the man, motherfucker.
Black dude said, "You only busting. You know, it took you that long to bust a nut." You know, that was your reaction to that.
Was your reaction. Killing this motherfucker on sight.
I don't know what time we living in, and whoever thought of even doing that type of prank.
To men, that's gay in itself.
That's how cats get deleted. Like that dude who just got shot in the stomach.
Yes.
That dude who got blasted and he got off.
What was the gist of what did he say to that man? I know I saw where they was fucking with him. I couldn't make out what was being said.
I don't know, but what he said, it didn't take long for a boy to
triggered him to pull the trigger.
And he took off on him real quick, real smooth, like old school, down by the waist.
Yeah, I don't do them pranks and shit, but that was Atlanta, man. That had to be. But yeah, man, you know,
shots fired.
You know, Keith, like I said, man, I don't know what's up with the cat, man. Like it's just this thing, man. It might have, you know, the internet has its ups and its downs, but one thing it's done is just make people real loose at the lips. Motherfucker, and Keith D is an older dude. He know the code, but I guess he said, man, all these old motherfuckers is doing interviews and getting a couple dollars. Let me do it. Fuck the code.
Because everybody did. You know,
yeah, now you and motherfucking lock the fuck up, bro.
And don't act like the cops don't be watching these damn podcasts. And you know, because they said they came at Vlad and asked him about the situation. He was like, shit, I don't know nothing about nothing. Y'all know what was on my podcast. That's it. I don't know shit.
Yep.
Even with the Suge Knight. He was like, shit, nope, I ain't participating in none of that shit. Nope, I do my time. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure they probably offer Suge some time. Like, hey, look, man, we take a couple years off if you go ahead and implicate Keefy D.
But you know what else? They probably gonna they probably gonna lace Keefy with all like kind of like you hear these stories about 3 motherfuckers breaking in a house. And the old motherfucker in there ain't for the bullshit. He blast 2 of them, and the other one got to take the ride for the 2 murders.
Yeah, you got to catch those bodies.
Yeah.
What they're afraid of, what they said he's going to do now, since QBD ain't got nothing else, he can start laying down, you know, all that other shit, you know, that alleged hit that Diddy put out on Tupac and Suge back in the day, that $1 million bounty he put out. So he could, you know, start flipping on that. I think that's what Mr. Sean Combs is afraid of. Because I don't know if Keefy got some receipts on that, because that was, you know, mind you, that was in the 90s. And allegedly, you know, Mr. Combs put out a hit on Suge and them during the height of the East West Coast beef. So We shall see.
Right on.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird, man, to see Puffy in jail.
Take that.
That man he ain't going to jail, man.
He made
He'll be taking that dick like a bad boy.
Next.
Man, yeah, let's just go next.
Tripping, man. Next.
Yeah, next. On next.
You're tripping, man.
Oh man. when I saw this shit.
What you think, bro?
Bro, I shouldn't be shocked because I read this story a little over 10 years ago about there was this dude. He had a side piece coming over to the house, but his wife came home early. And so when the girl knocked on the door, this motherfucker called the police and said that they was being robbed. So he had a girl locked up. So, but this was fucked up because she got out. Yeah, they proved that he was fucked up, but she still spent 5 days in the psych ward.
Yeah. Off him. You know, he need to be locked up, man. I mean, you don't do no shit like that to some chick because you a control freak.
So for those who don't know, Trooper arrested girlfriend sent to psych ward. So this man here who's manhandling this young lady is a Pennsylvania state trooper. I think he belongs to Troop L. He got the bright idea to send his mistress, the young woman in the photo here. He decided to, along with a civilian buddy of his, track this young lady down, wrestle her to the ground, and throw her in the back of his car and take her to the psych ward. But he made the shit all legal. I think he in the story said he managed to get a warrant.
Yeah.
He managed to get a warrant, and he was able to go get her. When they picked her up, they put her away. But later on, the text messages started coming out because he was trying to say that she was saying she was suicidal. But the text messages in totality got put out, and that's not what happened. It was more to it, and I think dude was afraid of being put on blast and exposed by her to the wife.
Yeah,
and he literally wrestled this twig and a wig down to the ground, and had her locked the fuck up for none other than her infidelity with him.
Yeah.
Her participation in infidelity with him. What you guys got, man?
It's classic abuse of power. I mean, that's just what these cats do, man. I mean, they are so used to being control freaks, you know, that if they don't get what they want, man, they're manipulated, man. You know, that's what they're employed to do. And that's exactly what he did here. You know, it's part of their fucking training. It's the craziest thing in the world, man. I mean, they tell these people that they can lie to potential suspects or people they interact with just to get their job accomplished. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's absolutely insane.
That's just crazy, man. The fact that he was able to get paperwork, you know, like call his homie, like, hey man, look, I got a live one. Y'all know what the situation is. We all going through this shit. You know, she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. You know, she may blow my whole little situation up. I think I need to put her on a 5-day hold.
That's cold. And the bitch ain't even this fly, man. The pussy ain't good. I gotta lock her up for it.
I gotta lock up them lips.
Yeah, man.
You know, put her in that room for a little bit, let her cool off. And maybe she come to her senses once she realized the power that I have. I can do this at will.
Because
it's just a power trip. That's all.
Because the thing is, now he figured, all right, I can have her labeled as nuts, and so ain't nobody gonna believe shit what she's saying. Yeah. Because see, when I used to work in a hospital, man. But these motherfuckers was legit though. They did need to be on the hold. Police would bring the motherfuckers in all the time, 5150s, man. And but that is a crazy fucking abuse of power. That now you didn't fuck this girl on the side of your wife.
Yeah.
And instead of just letting her be, you put her in a 5-day hold. But you know what? I'm gonna say something that y'all may not disagree with. It's gonna sound crazy, but let me be provocative for a minute. It's better he did that than murdering her.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah, this wasn't by any means a good situation for her. You know, he's the one that made the promise to his wife. Is she a home wrecker? Sorry for that shit. It's debatable. I err on the side of yes, she is. However, you know how many of these motherfuckers think they're gonna cover this shit up?
Yeah.
By killing the mistress, or you know how many of these motherfuckers get the mistress and fall in love with her and hurt the family? Like the one dude that took his wife and 2 kids, murdered them, and stuck them in the fucking oil drum, and was trying to live his life out every day like he didn't do shit. I want to say it's a Netflix documentary about it. Met a little something. Let me try and watch my language. Met a little something. She was fly, started fucking with her, and wanted to leave the family. But instead of just leaving them, because he probably didn't want to get rid of the assets, he killed his own wife and children. So yeah, this was a horrible fucking nightmare for this young lady to go through. I wish she didn't, even though she participated in the shit willfully. Yeah, and it was harsh. At least she's alive, man.
Yeah.
And hopefully they slapped this motherfucker with enough years to make him think about it, and he come out a little frail and wrinkled. Because if you that's go ahead.
No, I was just about to say he's gonna end up just resigning. These charges gonna get dropped, and he's gonna get a job somewhere else.
Ouch.
I hope not, man.
Ouch.
Because if he does, and she ain't safe, I think it's gonna be a little bit more than that. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think with the video of what happened, and I think with those text messages, I think he gonna get some time for that. It ain't like it's the old school, his word against my word against his. Yeah. Like they got this motherfucker dead to rights
with receipts.
Right. I mean, he didn't kidnap the bitch, false confinement and all that shit. Yeah, man.
He probably lost his job, lost his family, and everything else. I mean, this is crazy.
Right.
I was like, man, you just cut the chick off or come clean to your family. Like, look, this is what the fuck I've been on. I need to go get some help. I'm about to commit myself, to go get some fucking, get some help for my fucked up ways, but yeah, he decided to go this route. Whole plan, paperwork, everything. Lock her ass up for 5 days.
And she looked like she on that shit. I could.
Yeah, she do.
About it.
Yeah, she do.
I mean,
she do look like that, man.
Like she got a mouth full of them sneakers.
Shit, she looked like she 12.
Yeah, it's like she smoked out, but
yeah, she looks.
That's allegedly. Out, man. That's
allegedly. You right, allegedly, brother.
It's just a photo. Maybe we got a bad angle.
But you know what? Let me say this though, and I got to be fair. I got to be fair on this shit, man. Smoked out or not, she didn't deserve it because what's that cocksucker's name? Who he's doing something like 275 years.
What are you talking about?
The motherfucker that was raping them sisters, pretty much telling them you want to go home and you want to go to jail. And
that cop. Yeah, that other cop.
Yeah.
Pulling over. Was that in Cali? Where was that at?
No, it was like hold on.
Was it Philly?
Nah, hold on, man. Let me see something.
I think the dude was Asian.
He was he was half Asian, half white. Let me see. I'm about to get it for you right now. Bam. Daniel Ken Holtzclaw.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Police Department
patrol
officer. It's all good.
I remember. Bro. Yeah.
But my point in bringing that up, fellas, was his thing.
Yeah.
He thought nobody was gonna believe those women. And as fucked up as it was, nobody was believing them because the majority of them were prostitutes.
Yep.
Or they were drug addicts who were down on their luck. And he was hitting them with you want to go home or you want to go to jail, until he ended up doing that shit to the wrong woman, this older woman who was a grandma, upstanding citizen. They found the DNA all in the boy drawers. He was still trying to lie. His wife and then Michelle Malkin was getting involved in the shit.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting like 275 years for that shit. And my point is, he thought that nobody was going to believe him because they were drug addicts. Look, man, however we feel about these people, that ain't what the fuck you deserve, because somebody taking advantage of you. And in this situation, I feel like he was taking advantage of the situation when he got tired of it and felt like his way of life was threatened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't dog the bounty hunter this bitch.
Yeah. Like old man said, a classic power trip.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that was. And dog the bounty, you are a fool for that.
Damn. Get the damn.
Get him.
Fight him back. Like, God damn, your son getting his ass whipped.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
he getting dealt with. You got the big old can of bear spray.
Yeah.
Bear pepper spray. Get him.
Cover up. I was like, get that motherfucker. Leland. That's
Leland. That's
Leland.
What his name was.
Cover up. Leland, cover up. Y'all niggas know, if y'all can't do it there, don't come and bring your ass over here trying to get no real ones, man. Now,
Facts.
if that was Bounty Tank, that shit would have went different. Shout out Bounty Tank. Please be our 620th subscriber. That's the brother out of Akron. They be trying to talk shit to that cat. He said, man, I ain't no cop. I take these fucking handcuffs off and whoop your motherfucking ass. Dude was like, do it then. Hey, give me the key. Wait a minute. I was just talking shit. Bounty Tank that and he got a dude on God. This cat remind me of Ed. This cat, bald, he got a beard like Ed, but he gray, ex-Marine brother. He got two other brothers with him. He got two white dudes that look like bikers that look like they'll fuck you up. And
that's the repo dude you're talking about, right?
No, not the repo. The repo dude, cold. The motherfucker to be pulling up in the truck.
Man, that's what I thought you were talking about, man. That dude is slick.
That dude,
like, either way, this car coming with me.
Yeah,
either way, I don't care what you talking about. It's coming with me.
Pull up, pull out,
gone.
Chain it up later, gone. But then I seen him the one day where he was like, "Hey man, shit, I still jump out on y'all. Don't think I'm afraid to do it the old school way." Where is he from?
I don't know. That's what I thought you was talking about when you said that. Like, okay, you just talk about the other bounty hunter.
Man, hey, fam, watch fucking Bounty Tank. It's a brother on there. He a Marine. He got a beard. It's gray. And he got that no nonsense shit that you got with you. And he looked like he be, hey, this cat be ready. Cats be getting smart with him too. He's like, shit, I come in when I want to. Hey, back to fuck. Hey, they be telling him, hey, this cat, look, Tank be busting motherfuckers' doors down. And if they nice, he cool. But his thing is like, look, man, if you don't get him, I'm gonna have to harass you till y'all get tired of him. This motherfucker done busted people's shit down and went and sat on the couch. They cussing, and he like, nope, you didn't sign the contract. All this shit belong to me now, legally.
Damn.
Because you put your house up.
Ooh.
He was like, they were like, we're gonna call the cops. Call the motherfucking cops. I'ma stand right. The cops come. He's like, nah, I'm the bail bondsman, because I think it's illegal to call yourself a bounty hunter now. He said, I'm the bail bondsman. They sign right here on the contract. Cops be like, well, y'all know where he at. Y'all know where he at.
Y'all about to be evicted. And normally bail bondsmen don't do the house calls. They don't do the collections. They have somebody for that. That's gangster. If that's his shit, and he go out and do it.
His name is Frank Frazier. My bad, Cuddy. This motherfucker look like the Black Hulk. He cool. he cool as shit though. This motherfucker be rapping. He was with what's my boy's name that I command you to grow. Be lifting and shit with the old cat in Cali with the beard. I forget his name, man. Be cussing and shit. I command you,
Black Superman.
Bro. Black Superman.
You talking about God dang it. You talking about
Captain Black. Yeah,
it's still your motherfucking set.
It's still your motherfucking set. Hold on, man. I'm about to find him right now. But yeah, he be with that whole crew. Rob did it and all of them. Your set. Hold on. Here it is. Bam. CT motherfucking Fletcher.
Okay. Big
C. He be with him. If y'all anybody watching, check that cat channel out, man, because he need a show. But yeah, this shit is fucked up, man. Don't nobody deserve to go through this shit. I don't give a fuck no woman. I don't give a fuck what her affliction is, man. If you know, get her on something she did. Her lifestyle is probably, you know, but they don't deserve that. And who knows? Maybe she's just a bad built woman, man. But yeah, he fucked up in the game. I hope they get that motherfucker every minute coming to him.
Right on. All right, old man. Let's keep this train pumping.
Let's get the train going. Oh God. Man.
I hope he meet them Felice Johnson types.
You said what?
I'm tripping. Hey man, did y'all check this out, man?
Yeah,
this is in Canada. It's like they're not known. They're known for.
I thought Canada was like.
What's up? See what I'm saying? I thought it was diverse, but apparently it's too diverse for a certain, certain group.
Well, you got to know some black folks that come from Canada. They say it exists there. A little more subtle, but it's there. Like you talk to black people from all these other countries, like the UK is, they say it's a lot better than what it is here, but it's a little more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thing. It's everywhere. My
but
question,
but how subtle is this?
Well, my question to you is this, and we know what this looks like. But no, because this is my thing, and I know this is Canada. But if you look, what's the cat's name? Edward Blum, and it was blocked at first, but I guess they passed it. There was an all-black venture capital group, black. I think it was owned by black women, and they wanted to give a grant, a business grant to sisters. Yeah. And Edward Bloom, the same cat who led the attack against affirmative action, who used Asians as the face of that shit and had them copping pleas all over social media. He went after that shit, and yeah, they said they filed an injunction saying they couldn't give them, they had to give the money to everybody because it was racist. So then I mean,
but this has nothing to do with, I get what you're saying, how they can play that card, but this has nothing to do with money. This isn't monetary. This is just this, if you tired of just being around the others, whites only, moms and tots.
No, I get it. But I guess I want to say the point I'm trying to make is, what about these groups that want to be like that we don't, you know what I'm saying? What about like when you have like, I mean, of course it's not advertised as black only, but what about when you have groups like the Jack and Jill program?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or shit. And it's just groups that have historically just been primarily for black people.
Yeah, but they did that because of the old cotillions that they weren't allowed to participate in, just like HBCUs.
Right.
But yet still, it's still open to everybody, but they still had to establish something for their own. It was just a counter to what the hell was going on at the time. And, in this day and age, and again, coming from Canada, and they're so blatant with this, with this rhetoric, whites only, moms and tots, like you could go, to your to your suburbs and with your HOA or whatever, and I'm sure it may be just all the same racial makeup, in certain segments of your community. But for them to come out and like, hey, they're just tired.
Okay, now let me say this. That's what I was looking for. All right,
go ahead.
I wanted to give. I asked the question for a reason. I wanted to get it from different vantage points, different sides.
Okay.
Because I understand what you're saying. I mean, my thing about this is it answers a question, right? This type of shit answers a question. Look at what it says: whites only, moms and tots. I think we say in our culture that the woman is the first teacher of the child.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot of people saying, well, what's making these younger kids racist like this? What are they seeing?
We've been saying that. We've been preaching this from day one. It starts at home.
Okay. All right. So that's where I was going with this, big bro. Yeah. That's where I was going with this.
It starts at home, and like you said, it from mom. You know, all the kids, you know, they respond mostly to mom.
Right.
And for them to single it out that way, like not dads.
Yeah.
You know, just moms. You know, when we out doing our little thing or whatever, we don't want to see nobody who don't look like us. When we out with our kids in our strollers, that's what I'm picking up from this. And it's like, how far do you really need to go to be isolated?
That's the thing, man.
That's what kills me, man. That's like, you know, go ahead.
No. This is where I was going. I thought all this shit out when I seen it. I was like, okay, let me get a little bit deeper with this shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at everything, like the whites on it, and also mom and tots. And I'm just figuring like these mom groups, and it's like you would think they would want them as diverse as possible. You could get feedback from all sides of everything or whatever. I didn't know it was, you know, exclusive. And now I see it literally in black and white.
To your point, let me say this to your point. You said, you know, all they got to do is go to the local HOA things or these events like that. It's like I used to say for the longest time. If you notice on these cases for years, when a lot of these brothers and sisters be on trial, you look in the jury, it's number white people. Or it's close to number white people. And what they say, oh, it's a jury of your peers. And you're like, well, wait a minute. How many of us actually live around these people? I mean, they talk about certain parts of the country being segregated, but most people tend to feel comfortable around their own. Like,
right.
You know, those people are like that black person's peers. And, you know, is what led that Judge Olu Stevens.
Yeah.
Just, you know, hey, no, I want a whole new jury. Y'all got number white people on here against this brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was looking to see, man, because when you get a lot of these people that come from other countries, you got this motherfucker Vivek Ramaswamy, you know, who a lot of shit to say about affirmative action, as with these other people. And it's funny, you know, he had a lot to say about Soros, and he took advantage of the Soros scholarships and all of this shit, affirmative action and all of this shit. And it's like you guys are involving yourselves in something you historically don't know anything about. Any black organization that came about was because our people were not let into these other organizations. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, that's why the black colleges were started. You know what I mean? Because our people weren't let into schools, and now to have, you know, all of these different people. Oh, well, it's unfair. Well, y'all didn't go after legacy admissions,
right? With these Ivy Leagues,
right?
You understand what I'm saying?
But then when affirmative action came in, it didn't even level the playing field, because you still had to be 3 times greater. Yeah, you still had to be 3 times greater than the local yokel legacy.
And what it did, right? And well, that was the thing about it. The other thing was the brothers was doing the numbers. They started looking at the admissions of these Ivy League schools like Harvard and Yale and all of these motherfuckers. I want to say it was Harvard or Yale. You know, you had, like I said, the Asians was leading the charge, but some of them. I'm not going to put them all in the same block, but you know, they was in the area at school by like 25-26%, whereas for Harvard, I think black representation is only like 8%. So how is affirmative action stopping you from getting in there? And
that
just because, you know, and let's say it is somebody black that's in there and they did use affirmative action. Affirmative action isn't just letting any motherfucker walking off the street.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what people don't get. You have to be the best of the best, the top tier, the Obama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The head of Harvard Law, all that shit. You have to, they're not just picking you because you're black.
Yeah.
You're top tier black.
It ain't like the Ghostbusters where my man just walked off the street and he was a goddamn cabbie.
Yeah,
right? Since y'all hiring.
Fucking Winston.
They pick my man. And listen, man, I told y'all years ago, I told the Cuddy, didn't I tell you that I said I love the Ghostbusters, but that was some racist shit? And you was like, man, come on, man. No, I told him that shit. Well, about 2 years later, they did a motherfucking interview with my dude that played Winston. What's his name?
I can't. That's my man. I remember
Ernie Hudson.
Bernie Hudson.
Yeah, but go ahead.
That's my dude. Yeah. He played Monroe Kelly and the shit with the apes and shit. My name is Monroe Kelly.
Human Tornado.
Yeah. He was a human tornado. Motherfuckers he was in a lot of them old black exploitation films. I think he was in TNT Jackson. Penitentiary.
Go ahead.
Doing kung fu and shit. That motherfucker did an interview and said, I kind of thought the shit was some bullshit. Like, they get to be doctors and I'm just a motherfucker. but my point is, they act like these schools is like, all right, man, get Winston shit. It don't matter.
Right.
These are black motherfuckers who work their asses off. And all affirmative action did was give them the opportunity to get everything they work for, everything, those accolades, those grades, all of that shit reviewed so that they can get into school.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the word, that whole term has been so exploited where people don't even understand. Like, dude, you still have to compete. You still have to be top tier to get in. It isn't just, we just letting anybody in, that's non-white. No, that's not even the case, but that's too much. That's below the surface, and they don't want to dig that deep. They just see affirmative action. That can't be good. That's giving them an advantage. Or some people say a disadvantage. Like, they should just apply. That's not working. That's why it was in place.
Historically, it didn't work, but now you got all of these motherfuckers with brown faces, like Mindy Kaling's brother. I had to shave my head and call myself DJ to get in school, and then they checked his grades, and he wasn't shit.
See,
you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, it's some funny shit, but man, what you got, Cuddy?
I got nothing, man. That's just white people doing white shit.
Too much free time, man. Somebody's wife, who wanted to be the head of the HOA and who didn't get it, and now she's starting this shit. You know what I mean? And put out these flyers. Because it had to be somebody's wife who did this shit. She's tired of looking at Charmaine and her little chocolate baby
bitch husband.
She don't want to see that. When
bitch husband is a Pennsylvania state trooper fucking a meth head and having her put into a crazy house.
There you go. See, all that shit tied in. I didn't even think about that. That shit fucking ties in. But go ahead. Yeah.
I was thinking, when you think about Canada, I don't think about Canada being extremely racist. However, you don't hear about Canada's atrocities when it comes to Native Americans. Canada had to be filled with Native Americans, right?
Had to.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear how fucked up they treated them outside of like that one Catholic school or something we covered a few weeks back. But what the fuck did they do?
Yeah, man, we don't hear about it. You know what I mean? I guess it's like shit. The Americans down there, they mind their fucking business. But it would be interesting to find out. Maybe we should do a little research and
come back, revisit this shit.
Yeah, because that movie, when you talk about Native Americans, is coming out called Killers of the Flower Moon. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio on it. I don't even know.
Oh man, don't even talk that. That has Scorsese directing and De Niro. Yeah. All the heavy hitters in that Joker, man. That should look good, and I will be on that. But
I got the book. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad, man. I say read the book. I didn't finish the shit, but from the beginning is a very sad story. I think I want to say I heard about it from Tarina Sheeter, this Native American young lady I was in school with. I was just asking her questions. We became cool. She told me to read that book, man. And it's fucking. I'll just say this, man. They thought they were fucking them people over by putting them on some shitty land, and come to find out it was nothing. They were sitting on a fucking huge
oil,
fucking reserve of oil, and they were some of the richest people in the country. And we can go from there.
There we go. That's just instant karma. But
yeah.
Next.
Hey man, oh, this is the saddest fucking, huh? Did
you see the video, man? Did you see the actual video of this shit? Because that's what I saw first. And yeah, this grown ass woman, she need to be put up under the jail.
Right after
this is somebody's baby. And she was like, I don't know this lady. Was she 13?
13, man.
Yeah, it was just like she just was like, what you looking at? You're like, we in McDonald's. I'm looking at everybody. What the fuck is your problem?
I fight kids too.
You see what I'm saying? And took off on this baby. She's 13. Look at her fucking face, man.
I feel like they need to lock her ass up, but before that, they need to let about 100 cripplettes from every set whoop this bitch ass for that.
Where was this at? Was this in LA?
This was LA. Yeah.
What they need to do was let her mom get tagged in.
Oh,
let her mama get tagged in, and then after that, go ahead and get a sentence. Let her mom get a few. Let her mama get a little few licks in, because you don't put your hands on somebody's baby like that. You could have fucking killed this kid.
Well, they need to handcuff Man Mountain first, because that's a big bitch, and I don't think her mom.
That too, and I'm sick of this culture where we got more people videotaping than trying to help.
Yeah, I did a joke on that shit. I did a World Star bit. It was pretty much saying, if Jesus came back, should I get down and repent for my sins? Nope. World Star, and everybody would record the shit.
See,
so but it was talking. It was. I mean, I guess maybe I should have made fun of it. I'm gonna rework that. But yeah, man, people didn't help. They watched her viciously beat this young lady, and this is the second one I've seen in a month. An 11-year-old young lady was just assaulted. I mean, fuck that. Let me not call her a young lady, because that's part of the problem. They see these young brothers and sisters as
adults,
right, and being able to take pain. That child. There was a child that was assaulted. That's 11 years old. This young lady was 13. This young girl.
That's why I worded it the way I did and said that baby. She's 13. She's 13 years old. She's a baby.
I
and this grown-ass woman took off on her, and beat her
for no motherfucking reason.
Because she felt some type of way.
Right. It ain't no reason to be jumping on no kid.
There ain't no reason to be jumping on anybody, especially in the McDonald's. We all in here eating this shit.
Right.
Man, we on the struggle bus together. Chill the fuck out.
Your stomach about to feel like Mr. Joshua's. So bitch, we all gonna be fucked up. What you jumping on the child for, man?
It ain't my fault they took away the McDLTs. Shit, leave me alone, damn it.
I bitch mad because they didn't have a McRib that day. Go ahead.
But to go back to an earlier point where we talked about the jury of our peers. I mean, this woman is in her neighborhood, surrounded by her peers. These are the people that should be on a jury duty, but they're videotaping. I mean, is that the justice system that you want to be, that you want representing you? You know what I mean? Like, is this the jury of your peers?
Yeah,
these people who have cell phones instead of intervening. Stomped.
God damn, he just killed my whole little guy.
Yeah, he did.
Just
shut up. Came in and was just like, do you really, like you said, this happened in this jurisdiction, and some of these people may be in the jury pool.
And that's sad, man, because I don't think we as back in our day would have stood by and let somebody jump on.
First of all, you know how we rolled. She came with her girlfriend. Yeah. Let me go home, or let me go back to your house.
Right.
And you come in and your face looking like that. Your mama asked me why the fuck I ain't do something.
You getting your ass whipped too.
That part. You know what I'm saying? That's how our generation was. You couldn't come back.
Right.
Unless everybody got some licks.
Yeah.
That was just the way it was or whatever. I mean, just like, not to venture off too far, but that Central Park 5.
Yeah.
That dude went down to the jail with his homeboy because he ain't want him to be by himself.
Right.
And ended up getting charged. He just went with him because, he was like, I don't want my man going by himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
This generation, we gonna, get some likes first. And then I'm gonna call your mom and let her know what happened to you.
You know what else? You know what else is fucked up? Let me say this too, because I hope this young lady gets the support that she needs. Because in the interview, her mother was stating in the article that she didn't even want to go to school because she was tired of people asking what happened.
Yeah.
And making fun of her as if they would have fared any better,
right,
against goddammit the Rhino from Spider-Man. This this is a kid is in junior high. She's 13. You know what I'm saying? And look at this big motherfucking Warren Sapp built bitch. Like, nah, man.
She beat her and she pulled out her hair.
Yeah. Like, that's a savage, man.
It's like she was hating on her because she didn't look like her. You know, she wanted to, deform this baby. She wanted to deform her, take her hair out, beat all on her face. Like, come on, man.
Hey, sidebar, man. The neighbor got a Tesla, and you know how the motherfuckers sound when they own. I just had to look. I thought I was about to get abducted by aliens. You know,
it sound like I was about to take off.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. But you ain't used to
tell somebody you live in the suburbs without telling them you live in the suburbs.
Right. No. Yeah, it's Teslas in my neighborhood. But yeah, man, that's I feel for that young lady. Look, I feel for that child, man. I'm going to keep correcting myself. Mm-hmm. Look at her face, man.
And like you said, she's 13.
13.
She's in the era of social media.
Yeah.
Like you said, I probably will have to pull her out of school, homeschool her until she feels comfortable enough to go back to a traditional school or whatever. Because, yeah, man, it's just too much, man. That's too much. You're not going to be able to be with your kid 24/7. You got to go to work. You got to take care of business. And, yeah, she's going to need some, she's going to need some counseling. Because all she was doing was going to get something to eat.
Yeah. And it's fucked up. These kids record the fight. Look, man, my boy, he was going to school, and it was after school one day, and we found out about the whole situation because some of the kids took video of it and sent it to my daughter's phone, man.
See,
now he was putting them God of War hands on this little boy till he scooped my son. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I mean, he was giving him them shits. But damn, man, yeah, man. Like I said, second time I've seen this was an 11-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
This makes no sense, man. And I feel for this young lady, and I hope, cause see, the thing I'm mad about is I look for the mugshot of this big bitch, and all you get was what is the CT camera footage. Yeah. They got her name. Now, if that was one of us, our shit would be the fuck out there.
Urine sample, kindergarten graduation picture, all that shit. Nice little timeline. But man, you know what it is.
They still got the photos of a nasty motherfucker that was killing the black men and eating them.
Dahmer?
Oh, yeah, Dahmer.
They still got just the most disrespectful shit. Pictures of the victims out all on the internet.
Yeah.
From all those years ago. But this motherfucker right here, this was recent, and they ain't got a picture of this woman up there. She needs to be shamed. People need to see this bitch face. But I will say this. Due to the footage, some people recognized her, and that's what led to this mammoth motherfucker getting arrested.
And that's a damn shame that it took that to happen. That kind of that vigilante justice where folks, like, oh, I know who that chick is. She's always tripping, and yeah, they dropped a couple dimes on her, a couple nickels. I'm sorry. And yeah, got her ass hemmed up.
A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed since we were kids. I mean, when we were kids, other kids carried guns.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have did that shit back then.
You wouldn't have just popped off. And again, your people, if you with your people, nobody's gonna get you on the ground like that.
Yeah.
Once my folks on the ground, it's a stomp party. I'm like, I got to do something because I'm gonna be looking crazy. How you gonna be riding home with that person? Like, dude, you couldn't get that bitch off me. You couldn't kick her, something, pinch her, do something, bite the bitch. You couldn't do anything. For real, you gonna let her pull out all my shit? Got it. All right, I'm gonna beat your ass when we get home. You know,
I got some more scrap in me.
Yeah, they caught my breath.
Right. I'm hurting already. I'm finna whoop your ass.
Out of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what your folks ask. Well, who was with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tank. Motherfuckers ain't do shit. Okay.
And Tank ran?
And that's how it went back in the day. It was like, dude, you're not gonna take an L by yourself.
Yeah.
When you're with your team. You're not. Right, and if you do, you need a new team.
Yeah.
That's how that went. Especially somebody we don't know. Like, we ain't got beef with this. Who the fuck is that?
Right.
Beat that motherfucker's ass.
Right. Oh God.
As the kids say, they so religious these days.
Right. Oh, there ain't shit godly about them. Oh God. That's corporate.
God, I got the blicky.
Right. You know? I got the blicky. But I'm gonna use the phone and hit the clicky.
Man.
What we got next, gentlemen?
Unfucking believable, man. Oh. Bro, did you read this one?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Can you imagine, man? Again, back to this whole, it's not affirmative action because I don't know the brother situation. PhD, doctor, New York City, enjoying his best life with his wife, family, throwing a dinner party in the backyard, in his suburban backyard.
And we know him. We all know this man. He was the first one to get the COVID vaccine.
Yeah. And first, the neighbors come over with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them, turn the shit down and, or wind it down. Even though, mind you, motherfucker, who are you to tell me to do anything in my backyard? But okay, we got you. We're gonna appease you for right now. We're winding down right now. We're all about to take everything inside. I guess that wasn't enough. The husband pulls out a fucking hose and starts spraying. Yeah, a power hose and starts spraying the whole dinner party, including the catering company.
Every man there should have hopped that fence.
And again, they would have been the victims. They somehow in this story would have been the victims if they would have just said, fuck all this civility. Again, like you said,
chose violence.
Yeah, and chose violence that day. He was like, you know what? I'm a doctor. I don't want to have to beat your ass and then save your life. I'm gonna go ahead and take this hose. You're gonna hit me with it. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna do what folks in my position should do. I'm damn near 7 figures up. I'm gonna press charges. I got that kind of time and money, and that's what he's doing.
I'm a security guard, and I would have been like, winter has come.
and now that family that did all this bullshit with the dog and the hose feels threatened now because they're getting death threats.
Right.
Because of all this backlash. And it's like, you fucking did this shit.
Right.
You hit everybody. And they had a party of just, all a bunch of nationalities, Black, Asian, Hispanic, everybody, and you hit everybody. You hit the trifecta on this party. So you fucked up. And now they playing the victim. Like, oh, we don't know if we should still stay here. We feel threatened in our homes. We're getting death threats, and our kids don't feel safe.
Man, fuck your kids, and you should move.
That part.
You should move. It'd be better for the neighborhood. Because you know what you're doing.
Turn a hose on somebody?
Right. And you know what you're doing when you come to a black man's door with a fucking German Shepherd. You're making a statement, and you're not coming in peace. You coming threatening.
They went full Birmingham.
Yeah.
It was like, God dang, man. In New York? In upstate New York? Are you serious?
I
German Shepherd and then the damn hose.
Yeah. I hated dogs for years because of German Shepherds. I wouldn't even use a hose to water my yard. I just use a regular glass from the house because of that shit.
Like a pimp would do.
It was just, and now the backlash is the family talk about, they feel, unsafe now. It was like, what do you think the people who was having the party felt?
Right.
In their backyard, you know who they are. I don't think it's too many of them in your neighborhood, and they throwing a party in their backyard.
But again, you got the Vivek Ramaswamis of the world who's saying, I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist. What I'm saying is that the last burning embers should just burn out and we should ignore it and it'll burn out. Like, shut the fuck up, punk. You don't know what you're talking about. Because our people dealing with shit like this, man. You
no
know
matter
what, I'm
what,
saying?
I mean, he's a doctor, and I forget what his wife does, but she's,
Yeah, interior designer.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to do. It still shouldn't matter. I don't give a damn if he was fucking purple. You don't do that to people in their backyard.
Yeah. If they was barbecuing, right when that motherfucker was hosing them, I'd have took some of them hot coals and chunked them in that motherfucker's face.
Man, look here. If I was on that grill and I had some fucking Kobe steaks, that motherfucker put some water on them. You know how much Kobe costs?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
man.
I would have kicked that goddamn fence over. I would have, choked out the dog. some other things.
You'd have been on the ground biting the dog. You got my Wagyu wet. Right. Do you barbecue Wagyu?
Man.
Oh, man.
But just the disrespect.
With some open pit.
How do you bounce back from
open
that,
pit?
Open pit.
You fucked the open pit up.
I will cut you 3 ways to Sunday. Right. You put some open pit on some goddamn Wagyu.
Neurosurgeon EMC lost his mind. Water got in his open pit, and he proceeded to beat the shit out of the neighbors. What do you guys think, Gail?
And they got the smallest violin playing right now for their fucking for their safety. When
that's what they always
all
do,
this
man.
Bullshit, man.
That's what they always do, man. Any one of these stories, it's like, oh well, and you'd be like, you two horrible fucking bastards.
So you felt threatened coming over to somebody's house with a dog,
right?
You felt threatened, and I think what it was, I think it was more of jealousy. They weren't invited.
Absolutely,
they weren't invited to the cookout.
To that prestigious ass party because
that
everybody that was over there was doing it.
It was doing something.
Yep.
And they didn't get an invite to rub elbows, and was like, well, shit, how the fuck we don't get in? We live right next door.
Right. No mac and cheese for us. You motherfuckers. Lobster mac. Some of that good shit.
That's all it
was.
Y'all
black asses is cooking.
Could you turn the music down? Yeah, we winding everything down. We about to go inside.
They probably said that too. Like you'll be all right in a minute. Don't come back.
Yep.
He said that to you, honey. Or she probably lied and shit. He called me a bitch and he called Zeus. He said Zeus fucks other male dogs.
Yeah.
He was reckless eyeballing my wife.
Right.
Yeah. I got to clean that dirty monkey.
Right.
Get the hose. That's what he did.
Care about his goddamn degrees. And fuck him and them degrees.
That part. That's what happened. They didn't get invited. It's weird. That's a weird type of space to be in, man. You don't like them, but you want to be part of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a weird space. I don't understand. It's like you're jealous of somebody you really hate.
Right.
Whatever, man. It is what it is. I hope they get a settlement behind that, and
I do
motherfuckers have to downgrade and move.
Because I feel like this: if you living in that man neighborhood, you got to be making paper, man.
A little bit.
He ain't living in the Lincoln nose, man. He ain't on the nose.
He ain't on the nose.
Lincoln nose. He ain't in the nose. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Sorry for what happened to you and your wife and your peoples, my brother.
Yeah. All right, man.
Damn.
Here we go, man.
Okay, so look, I went to read the article, and it said that it had been taken down. So could y'all let me in on this one?
Well,
the original poster deleted the shit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I get the same
Let's
thing.
run this motherfucker. I don't care.
Hey, he was on a date with this chick or whatever, and I guess she spent the night, and she soiled the bed. And he was like, woke up and she's still in it and was like, hey, get up. And I guess she was just, fucking around and still wouldn't want to get up. And he was like, no, seriously, get your ass up. You didn't soil my damn bed. And she got up and tried to make it seem like it was, he was trying to embarrass her and all this other shit, whatever, trying to play the victim. And he was like, nah, man, either help me clean this shit up or get the hell on. And she chose to bounce.
She pissed in that man's bed.
Yeah.
Hey, there's pheromones in it.
Oh man, come on now.
I'd have kicked that bitch out too, man.
Like seriously, man. You know, you meet this chick or whatever. You know, bring her to the crib, and you know, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the whole scenario if they did the do, but I don't think so. I think she just crashed out.
Oh, you ain't getting none, and she peed in your bed.
Yeah,
oh,
and she's still laying in it. And he like, man, wake your ass up, and she's slow to get up.
Ugh.
You know, and she didn't even want to help clean up. She just got up and went on about her business. You know,
that motherfucker was like, my leg's stinging. Woke up to a pungent ass smell, and she laying in it.
Especially if he met her out, you know, in them streets or whatever, or at the club, you know, your bed smelling like a, you know, OE, and you know, shit.
That Hennessy piss.
You know, that dark brown.
That still reserved dark brown piss.
Yeah. And she laying in it.
211.
Yeah,
Carlos Rossi.
That's the gist of it, man. She filed for that, man.
That bitch was drinking Big Mouths before she came over there. The Mickeys.
It's fucking nasty, bro.
Had about a 6-pack of Mickey's Ice. Mickey's used to make me. I used to drink Mickey's like a motherfucker, man. And Mickey's and a couple Newports. She pissed in that man's bed, man. This is a new generation of women, because a woman back in the day,
yeah,
he would have woke up and the bitch was gone. He would have thought he pissed the bed.
Yep, that was me. That was me. Yeah, I'm wet. That's me.
Back in the days, women had shame. They had some kind of. I'm serious, man. I'm serious, man. I was, me and the therapist was going back and forth because she was like, shame is not a good thing. I said, bullshit, it ain't. You got to be ashamed of doing something fucked up to want to change it.
There you go.
And back in the day, a woman would not want to have on the same dress as another bitch, let alone piss in a man's bed and be caught. She would have, you know how motherfuckers be having that dream they pissing?
Yeah.
She would have had that dream. She was sitting down pissing and woke up and cut that shit off, grabbed her shit and been out the door. He'd have woke up like, damn, I must have really been fucked up.
Right.
He's like,
I thought I brought somebody home. You know, apparently I didn't. You know,
I must have pissed over there and then called her. She was like, oh no, I just left real early. I forgot. I had to get to work. Now bitches nowadays piss in your bed. And not women. Bitches piss nowadays, pissing them sexy red type bitches, the booty hole brown bitches piss all in your bed and shit.
Damn.
Ugh. Blame you.
The booty hole brown?
You know that chick sexy red.
Tank ain't on that shit.
You don't want to be, man. This
ain't on that shit, man.
My coochie pink and my booty hole brown type bitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm tracking now.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's a pretty deep dive. This is from he's Beat Down is saying here's a pretty deep dive into native schools in Canada. That's from the legend. He didn't put it on the screen, but that's from the legend. So we're gonna have to do something on that. Maybe we bring the legend in on that one since he put that up there, man. That's his info. You know, and that's his beat. Let me see. Can we see the comments? I don't think we can. Yeah, man. That's oh man, I didn't have some wild shit happen. I didn't have some wild shit. I know some cats said they didn't have some wild shit, but piss? I don't like my own piss getting on me. You piss real hard and one of them little driplets pop out the toilet onto your foot. I don't like that shit. I can't imagine a woman pissing in my bed just to get good. And, ugh.
Yeah, and she, like you said, dude said he tried to waken her up and she just wouldn't. She wasn't moving. He was like, "Woman, the shit's spreading. You know, get your ass up."
It's spread though.
Like, get your ass up, man. It's touching me. Go on now, get up. She just want to lay in it. It's warm. Why are you disturbing me? Your nasty ass up.
It's touching me though. MC is touching me. The piss sucks
Yeah.
me.
You piss on my Cali King, man, I'm launching your ass out the window. What the hell's wrong with you, you funky ass? Are you nasty?
I don't know, man. These new dudes are into eating semen, man. I mean, you know.
Oh.
How bad could bedwetting be?
It's bad. It's bad if she don't acknowledge it. You know, like right then and there. Like if I feel it, I know you felt it because it came from you.
Yeah, bitch.
You know,
I don't know why she just didn't lie and say she squirted.
Wow.
I'm telling you that's all.
Wow.
Listen, that's all that squirting. So motherfucker tried to convince me that ain't piss. I said, man,
hard piss.
Yeah.
They chicks even say that, man. They said like shit, it's 90% piss.
They like, oh, it's another little bit of fluid down in there.
Shit,
I
that's
said,
fucking
man,
piss.
stop. These cats was in the pornos getting pissed on. She's squirting. I'm like, in a straight stream? Oh, that ain't piss. You could drink a lot of water. That's piss.
I don't know, man. I've experienced that, and it was way too much fluid to be urine.
Yeah,
man, stop. Like multiple times, it was like, hey, we never stopped for you to go drink some water or nothing. You know, like,
it's coming
nobody's
from another,
hydrated.
Look, man,
it's coming from another tank.
You got pissed on, bro. Don't try.
I don't think so. And you know, I was with
was
you
well
hydrated
for you got her. She was well hydrated. That bitch had a Camelback on for you got there.
Yeah, man.
she had
like I said, I heard
the draws had a
say
Gatorade logo on them.
Yeah, females tell me that shit was fucking. It was a lot of piss. So
I guess they would know.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that, man.
I used to be like, this shit nasty, but I'm gonna keep watching it. Keep watching this shit. I'm oddly turned on. I'm old. I know I'm older, man. I use Sensodyne. I call motherfuckers young man, and you know what I'm saying. I be saying shit like, "Hey, bring me that Joker right there." I'm older, so shit I used to like. I'm like, nah, man, I'm cool.
I know I'm old when I tied my shoes so goddamn tight I cut off circulation to my feet.
Do the sides?
Wow.
Do each side touch? You didn't pull the string so hard?
Yeah, I was feeling
You're
like
a crazy
man,
motherfucker.
Yeah, I was doing that like just in case I don't want to trip and fall. So I'm gonna tie these motherfuckers as tight as possible before, you know, shit, Run DMC style.
Yeah,
you know, no laces, mom. You know, but now I'm like, shit, I fuck around and roll this ankle. It's a wrap.
Oh man, yeah, not at this age. That shit don't even heal the stain no more. You roll an ankle, that's a permanent limp.
That's 100. That is 100 right there.
Motherfucker, that healing factor ain't what it used to be.
You done. You right.
And then let it get cold on your ass.
Oh, it's a wrap. You could never get warm. God,
it's snowing tomorrow.
Let it get cold. You feel every bump and bruise you done got since 18.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, motherfucker. Oh boy, I used to be like, man, this shit ain't gonna be like that. I'm older now. Look, man, I be tired. I need a nap now. I got to go. I'm going to bed earlier and earlier.
That term, take your time, actually resonates now.
Yeah, man.
Go on in and slow your ass down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, man. So go ahead.
I heard an old joker today say, hey man, I'm old. I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, I don't even speed anymore, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Word up.
I feel you on that
fucking
one.
rules. Like shit. I'm cool.
Yep. I follow rules. Yep.
Fuck. Gentlemen.
Well, hold on. Let me say this real quick.
What you got?
So first of all, homie ain't the asshole, but I would be remiss if we didn't get his shit a minute or two. What the fuck kind of performance did Jermell Charlo call himself putting on against Canelo? I know we talked about it, but we got to do this for the people.
I got you. I got you. First off, he felt Canelo's power, and we'll just put it out there. I didn't know he went up 2 weight classes. I thought it was 1. He went up 2 and he felt that power and was like, oh, fuck, what did I do? And that's what happened. You know, he felt Canelo, and Canelo revamped himself because his last showing was shit. This time he actually watched footage and trained properly for his opponent because he had Charlo from the first bell. He had his ass. He had him backpedaling the whole fight.
To me, Canelo didn't look that great, but to me, it felt a lot like Canelo was playing with him. He wouldn't even keep his hands up the whole fucking time. And Charlo was on the back. He was fighting on his back foot. He was at least when Mayweather would move, they would be like Mayweather was moving. No, Mayweather was tagging niggas as he would be. Bap,
you know what it was? Me and my guys at work was talking about this today. It was the fact that Charlo was hitting with everything he got, and it didn't stop him. He still kept coming. You know what that does to you? If you hitting him with everything you got, and this dude he's shaking everything off like, oh, that's just a jab. No, motherfucker, that was my power punch.
That was my power punch.
And because you still coming at me. God dang, what the fuck you want me to do? And he got caught with a couple. And then when he took that knee, it was one of those. It wasn't even a punch that took him. That he got hit, and he's like, okay. Oh shit, that hurt. Then he took a knee.
Didn't they say that his shit was the left hook?
Yeah.
And Canelo ate that shit up
all night.
And he did the Dougie on him. And then,
if you watch boxing, it's spot on because that's what it was. It was like he was dancing every time he hit it with everything. He was like, ooh, shit. Ooh, I like that one. That's cute. That's cute. You know, and that's how he fought him. Like, ooh, that's precious.
Canelo
really? Yeah, that's exactly what he was. He was moving like, oh shit, that's cute. Don't like, give him 2 points for that one. You know, shit.
That was nice. Okay, now take this with you.
That part.
Look, man, I'm gonna say this because Ed Duma, the big bro, tried to convert me, so I'm converted now. I had to see my guy get brutalized. Charlo need to quit asking for Bud.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, Bud. I think Bud said, "Nah, bro, you ain't ready for this."
And Mr. Joshua, the rumor mill is that your boy is exercising his rematch clause.
But he got to, and you got to respect it because that's what the Warriors do.
And you have to respect it because it could have went either way.
Yes.
Whenever cats step into the ring, so you got to respect it. If you want to run it back, you got to give him the opportunity to run it back. I hear people saying, "Oh, that ain't gonna be no fight." He beat the shit out of old boy. Like, it doesn't matter because he could have lost, and then he would want to run it back.
Yes.
So you got to play it fair. Both sides get a chance to run that back, and I think that's the rumbling right now, saying that they're gonna do a rematch, hopefully early next year or some shit like that. And they talk about, well, they don't know if people are going to pay for that fight after the last outing.
I pay for
Me too. Me too.
Just to see Errol get a chance and just to see Bud's artwork, man, because that man is he different. You tried to tell me. You tried to tell me. And I never
took nothing away from Errol, Spence.
Yeah.
I never took nothing from him. I was like, but it's just Bud, dude. You don't understand his adjustments.
And I hate that Bud is getting the disrespect that he's getting.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this: when they asked Canelo the question, he was hesitant on that Bud question. They said, "What you think?" Right now,
I'm gonna check with my camp.
Your English a lot better, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you, we gotta check. I gotta be with the family. Check. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this. So let me ask you this question, and then we can wrap it up because I gotta ask you. Do you think going into this rematch, that our brother Errol Spence, I don't want to say this because I know he's been with him the whole time, so I want to be respectful in this.
Yeah.
But do you think he should seek another trainer other than Derrick James? That's the question that everyone's asking.
He needs his original trainer,
mm-hmm.
and he needs the likes of Mr. Mayweather.
There you go.
There you go. That's what got you here. Now you just need that extra push.
Yes.
He needs Floyd, another guy who knows how to dissect fighters. He got the skill set. He just couldn't match up with the adjustments. Floyd is the king of adjustments. It's Floyd and then Crawford as far as making adjustments to me in boxing.
Yes.
That's how that goes. And if he was to pay or to come out to Vegas and train at Floyd's gym or whatever and have him and his daddy help
That's what I was about to say. Senior know his shit.
Yeah, and make those fucking adjustments.
Yeah.
We got something. We definitely got something because it's not like he doesn't have the skill set. It was like, dude, you didn't study for the test.
Yes. And see,
that's
the thing
all. Like you there, you just didn't study for the test. It's like you didn't. Did you watch footage of this dude?
Yeah.
He could switch hands at any time. Yeah. And he's equally powerful in both hands. How do you train for that? Floyd says he has the key.
And I'm glad you said that because here's the thing. Not only is Floyd a brilliant tactician, a Senior is as well. When you listen to Senior was calling shit out about Pacquiao, like, nah, that means that motherfucker, they need.
And half the time in this corner, he just patting him down, like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Go ahead. You know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Those Mayweathers, Roger was brilliant. And I'm gonna tell you who else don't get enough credit. Jeff know his shit too. The baby brother out of the three, Roger, Jeff, and Floyd Senior. So you're right, man. I just wanted to get your take on that because I was utterly pissed the fuck off watching motherfucking Charlo, and I'm like, because people started bringing up like Derrick James backed the fuck up from people because, Charlo just looked. Oh my god! Like I said, Canelo was hitting a Dougie on that motherfucker. Like, okay. I come to you now.
Yeah, he rushed him the whole fucking fight. It was just like, dude, this is not even close.
Right.
It's not even close. Man, I may give you a half a round.
And that's what they gave him. He lost every round. And that other one was a 10-8 round.
Yeah, he beat your ass, dude. I mean, and you was running. You was on your back foot the whole fucking fight. You hit him with everything you got and realized, I fucked up. I shouldn't have bumped up 2 weight classes. It was a money grab. He thought he would be able to get the belts and all that shit. And Canelo was like, shit, I done went up into the mountains. I done got my breathing right. I could go 12 rounds. I'm good now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not, you ain't gonna see no fatigue. And I'm a chase your ass the whole fucking fight if I got to. And he did, and he beat his ass.
Yep.
Plain and simple. And I don't know if you watched the undercard that Jesus Ramos.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, he fucked up. He was undefeated, had the fight in the bag, took the last 3 rounds off, lost by decision.
Who was that?
Jesus Ramos.
I gotta see. I'm a
big dude, Mexican dude, big ass fucking shoulders. Beat this brother's ass the whole fucking fight. 7th, 6th round, decided to just float. Like, just like a little sparring section. And the refs was like, yeah, you lost. I think they penalized him for not beating dude's ass the way he should have. He shouldn't have took the rounds off.
Well, how did did the brother come back a little bit?
No. He just didn't get knocked out. That's it. But they punished the dude that was favored, Jesus Ramos. They favored him. Mind you, he was undefeated.
Did the brother had a belt?
Yeah. He snatched the shit.
You got to beat the champ convincingly.
Yeah, that's it.
What you drinking on?
Yeah. Eccentric, man. Malbec.
There you go.
Beautiful thing.
Yes, get some of that up in you. Pause. Hey, Cuddy, pause.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
love you guys.
Right, love y'all, brother.
Love you, man. Love your family.
Yeah, y'all take it easy.
We
good.
We could shut down. Ain't nothing gonna happen. We good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, family.
All right.
All right, man.
Peace.
Let y'all brother take it easy, man.
Peace.
What's up, Cuddy?